Yes, everybody, Russ from the WESTHAM Network. Hope you are all safe and well. It's all right. All right, Hornchurch, not too bad. Not, it's not too cold yet. It's gone a bit warm, but yeah, it's not hot cold enough to wear a big thick coat, but it's not cold enough. It's not hot enough to wear my flip flops and my shorts. It's in that sort of yeah. People call it autumn, Russ, idiot. Anyway, I hope everyone's safe and well. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give it a subscribe, all that good stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. You know all that good stuff. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Only about 700 or so left. It's been a bit crazy recently, and obviously it's you're stuck with me and Stell for a couple of weeks for sure. As Mrs. Baker, Anton's wife, is about to drop, I believe today. So he'll be out of action for a little bit. It's not like he's going to be doing anything, is it? I would say good luck to him, but it's not as good luck to Mrs. Baker. He did his bit. You know, he was involved in the making of it. But yeah, he'll be in the director's cut, but not actually the final product. But anyway, everybody's safe. Hope anyone enjoyed the quiz. We had the quiz yesterday, so that was good fun. Well done to Ken. Surprise, won again on the last question. Go back and check it out. Went down to the last question. Hopefully we'll have one of those next week as well, because it's international break as well, isn't it? Which we all hate. But tonight we're trying to keep things a bit interesting. We've got an ex-hammer to come and have a chin wag, ask your questions. We've got Stuart Slates, the man himself. Lovely, one of the loveliest men in football he is. So we've got Slater on tonight. Stuart Slater, 9 p.m. UK time. Don't forget you can jump on to the chat, as early as you want. You can and start putting your questions in. We're trying to get through as many questions as we can with Stuart. And we'll talk a bit about his West Ham career, about how he's seen this team. Obviously, a lot of comparisons between Jared Bowen and himself. So we'll talk about that as well. And if you have any specific questions about Stuart's time at West Ham, obviously he's a club ambassador as well. So that should be fun. I thought he's got his tongue poking out there. Next week we should have a raft. I've decided that's the terminology for many ex-footballers, a raft of ex-players on next week as well, just to keep things interesting while we're in this international break, particularly. And we'll talk about the internationals because I think it's really important to go through, because that all kicks off properly tonight. Let's see if you've got in the chat. Let me do your homework as well, because we did some homework. Happy Hammeretsin. I'm illing. Is that chilling, or are you ill in bed? So I've made a live daytime show. Congratulations. Steve, good afternoon. Budgie, till you fall asleep. All right, Budgie, hope you're well. There he is, the internet sensation. The man who managed to mention every channel on his Football Unfocused apart from West Ham Network. We made you. Unbelievable. They forget, innit? They forget the little people when they're on the ascendancy. Father Snaven, good afternoon to you. Ladders, good afternoon. Skip, have I missed some homework? On Monday we do the homework on Monday, so it's an only falls and horses 11. So we'll try and see if we can put an 11 together for that one. Rich, afternoon. Didn't get notification quiz. I was like, oh man, sorry about that. Make sure you hit that bell notification. Switch on and switch back off. Sometimes that helps. It's like a typical IT approach, but that's what we said. Afternoon, Stuart. It's sunny, Russ. I know it's sunny, but I wouldn't say it's like necessarily basking. Pete Chapman, good afternoon. Rich, I didn't either, but just looked after 9 and programs. Oh, okay. So we'll it might be because Stell bugging it all up. Because he's in on the Tuesday, and maybe there's some weird thing in I don't know, stuff. Anyway, I do apologise. Adam, good afternoon to you. Marcus, good afternoon to you. Hi, Ken, not stay long. And Marlene Harewood, Rodney Johnson, very good. Thank you very much. Afternoon, Fred, Steve. Happy 81st birthday today to me mum. Happy birthday. And also, wasn't it? Someone said it's John Lyle. There we go. John Lyle's 100th birthday, and it was Ernie Gregory's yesterday as well, who's getting a champion stone, which is great, which is brilliant. And obviously Ron's already commemorative on that champions thing, but Ernie Gregory, fantastic. Lots of stories, spoken to the likes of Brian Deere and people like that. Loved Ernie. Lots of love. Sorry, I didn't want to sound biased. I'll remember that. I'll remember that next time. I'll remember that. Don't worry. Patrick, Peter, good afternoon to you. Sometimes it's warmer outside than indoors. Yeah, not in here because this is like a garage. This is like I haven't been here for 2 days. I've been in the office, so it's a bit cold. That's why I got. That's why I got a jumper on today. Got a bit of jumper. Well, I do have my poppy. It's obviously it's Remembrance Day. Hopefully, everyone did their 2-minute silence, like I did. I actually watched the West Ham sort of the official site. They had the sort of the silence, and Trevor Brooking from in Flanders Fields. That was on their on the Twitter page at 11 o'clock. So I watched that. Very emotional. Good afternoon, Pete. So what we'll do is let's talk about the international stuff. Let's get that all out of the way. Then we'll do some homework, and then we'll just have a chat. A bit of both. So obviously, internationals properly kick off tonight, and obviously the news yesterday came out that obviously Deck it's got a bit cold, so I can't play in the internationals. What a shame. So obviously Deck's not in the internationals, but we still have 11 players playing in the internationals so far. I've even done a graphic. You say, look, this is it. Look, I've even done the flags behind. I don't just throw this show together. You might look at times, but I don't. We've actually got a full 11. I've put Alex Kral in at centre back, but I'm pretty sure he's played centre back. He's not Souček can play there. So we've got Areola, we've got Masuaku, Zuma, Kral, Sufal, Souček, Fornals, Vlasic, Benrahma, Yarmolenko, and Antonio. So we actually have a full 11. And we'd have had a sub like the old days, one substitute if Deck hadn't gone and got a cold and got the sniffles. So it means obviously there's lots of games, lots of people travelling all over the world, and I sort of break that down a little bit. It starts today really. There's a few games tonight. I think Vlasic is playing tonight, or isn't it? Well, he could be in the squad. Masuaku, yeah, we'll go through it. So obviously the French boys at Kazakhstan on Saturday, and they got Finland on the Tuesday. The three Czech boys have got a friendly of Kuwait tonight, but I'd be surprised if they play. Maybe Kral might play, and Estonia on Tuesday. Pablo's got Greece tonight. We potentially could have Greece tonight and Sweden on the Sunday the 14th. Is that Monday? Can't remember. Yarma's got Bulgaria and Bosnia and Herzegovina. Masuaku's got Tanzania and Benin. Antonio's got El Salvador tomorrow and the USA next week. Vlasic has Malta tonight. Croatia got Malta tonight and Russia next week. And Benrahma has Djibouti tomorrow and Burkina Faso. That's why he plays them every time, but they're next week. So lots of games. So there's lots of games for them to play, and obviously, thankfully, Mr. Rice is not available because he's got a bit of a cold, which is great to see. What we got here? Nathan, Rush, do you believe it's a cold or injury? I think it's a cold. Indeed, at least he won't get injured. 2 weeks, rest up. Warm tea towel over his head, lots of steam, lots of liquids. He'll be fine. Nathan Trotter's independent traders, very good. I must have caught my bug off Declan Rice on Sunday. There we go. We'll start the Only Fools and Horses 11 while we're chatting, because London's has already jumped the gun, but it's all right. Uncle Albert Cadwell, very good. You did probably Google for someone who had the name of Albert, didn't you, in the West Ham team? All right, Fornals may play for. Does he play on the left or centre? He's usually on the bench. To be honest. He doesn't usually start, but there we go. Russ, we asked Dale to shave his head and beard. Wood said he would shave his head, but not beard. Would you? He won't shave the beard off. I would, but I don't really. I was going to do November, but then I was going to grow my beard. I grew it once, like down to here, like it's a real bushy beard. But yeah, and I would say I shaved my head, but I already shaved it already. So Stell's one you have to watch out for. But, there's a distinct lack of hair on the West Ham network. Myself, Anton, Matt's got a skinhead, and Stell's the only one with the crop. But it was proper like whoosh, yes, on Sunday, like something about Mary. Really up there, but. Yeah, I want to do the double. I want to do the Premier League and the PL2. Don't just stop at one. Let's go for two. David John Sullivan, very good. John Kushti. My pen's running out finally. God, I've had this pen for ages. Not bad for a Poundland thing. Peter Buster Merrifield. Very, very good. Peter Buster, not Butler, Buster Merrifield. Andy Nelson Mandela House, like it. Dave Swivelhurst or Dave Martin. Could be anyone. It was very hard this week, but don't blame me. Forgot about Antonio indeed. Rob, that's a nice good one. I was trying to think of one of that. Robin, Reliant Robert, Green, very good. Ronnie Boise, Del Boy, Gordon, Cassandra Pennant, Mickey Pierce, Marlene Harewood, Marlene, Stuart Mickey Pierce, got the flu too. If that is like mine, I understand why they sent him home. Stuart's, yeah, Slater, I hate you, Slater. Likewise, Russ, Heady's defo outgrowing the hair. But, and speaking, and speaking of, hair, I know Stel alluded to it yesterday, but he's rubbish. He doesn't really know anything that's going on with this channel sometimes. But obviously, we still got our partnership with Manscaped. So, 20% off 20% off all products. Like, not just the shavers, but they do ones for your nose. They do, like, moisturizer. What we got here? We got some ball deodorant. They do a nice cologne as well for Christmas. 20% off and free shipping. Just put in West Ham Network, all one word, in checkout in the voucher code. You get 20% off. That's a lot of savings. They do good t-shirts and stuff as well. I mean, I use it all over. Not the chest, but I use it collars and cuffs. Collars and cuffs does the job. Mrs. Bunn's not complaining. Does the job. But check that out. Right, let's have a look here. What we got here. Likewise, Russ, missed mine early, Russ. No, dear Pete. Still kept banging on last night about how hairy he was. Under here, I'm like a gorilla. Like, literally, I'd say from like there downwards, it just doesn't stop. But here, makes no sense. Physically, it doesn't make any sense. Medically, it doesn't make any sense. Because surely, the hair's hair. I figured out the other day, the hair on your head is different from everywhere else. Because over lockdown, the beginning of lockdown, I gave Mrs. Budden my beard trimmer to do my hair. It wasn't a Manscaped product. Manscaped would have probably worked, actually. And it left all patches. Almost sent 350 quid to the chat. What? What's going on, Jordan? Feel free. Just send £3.50. What I did was one button away, pressing in the pocket. Oh, God. Just we'll take 300. Don't worry, we'll donate to the what's name? The Iron Sporting Food Banks. Uncle Albert Walker. I think we'll get an 11. I don't forget a squad. Hi Russ, watching Bargain Hunt as well. Hope to spot a new Everton player on it soon. Oh, Paul, good to see you, man. Hope you are. I'm glad that we turned over those Mickey Mouses for you, man, on the other day. Groovy Gangeli, very good. The Groovy Gang, one of my favourite episodes. That was. How everyone? We're groovy. Love it. Dave or Suke, very good. Stel said his wife would leave him if he shaves his head while advertising. Unbelievable. But no, I don't get a choice. I don't get a choice either. I went to the barber's like last time because I just couldn't bother to wait for Joey to do my hair, and they just said, "What are we doing?" And just one all over. It used to be like a proper like I'll have a two up the sides and enough on top to make it look. Nah, just a one all over now. Done. I have a 12-inch fridge and shaved around the fridge. Better say, what can you get in that? A 12-inch fringe and shaved around the side. I'm 44 and look like a moron. There we go. Hairy Hammers, indeed. I thought it was a 12-inch fridge. Rodney Marsh, very good. Youth, yeah, West Ham Youth. Got her. Gary Breen. Got it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Careful if it's through super chat now. I saw a guy that did rather than £4.64, and YouTube still took 30%. Oh, unbelievable. That's the thing. It's true. I mean, they take a massive chunk. They do. Anton, Russ, and Stato. The follicle. It should be the follicle challenged through, really. Wyatt Rice out of the squad. He's got a cold, MG. He's got a cold. But am I complaining? No. Jimmy trial was as a kid. I don't mean Leeds Crown Court. Okay, very good. Thanks, Bulges. He had a trial at Leeds, did he? Oh, there we go. Very interesting. Very interesting. As I said, we've got tonight Stuart Slater. Fantastic player for West Ham, and just one of the sweetest blokes in the world. Such a lovely guy. Big West Ham fan. And so really looking forward to talking to Stu tonight, rather 9 p.m. Make sure you don't miss it. Make sure you miss it. Make sure you don't miss it. And send your questions through. It's all in there. If you subscribe to the channel, and you can jump on and you can see, when it's on, and you can put the questions in, and then we can get as many questions as Stu as possible. Top man. As I said, next week we've got a couple of good ones as well. So just to keep you ticking over. Because this international, as soon as like Sunday was over, I was bored. Do you know what I mean? I was just bored. And so that's why we're trying to keep the content going with relevant content, interesting content. Stell was obviously probably not have much over the weekend, might be quiet over the weekend because there's nothing really to talk about, to be honest, unless a breaking story comes out. And then we'll have West Ham Weekly next week. Next, we should have an ex-player interview, at least one. We'll have one on Wednesday night, 9 p.m. And we'll probably have another quiz next week, so keep an eye out for that. And then we'll have the preview for the Wolves game on the Friday, I want to say. There may be an ex-player with that as well. We're trying to get one lined up for that as well to make that exciting for you guys. We'll have the watch-along on the Saturday. Probably me and maybe Stato. I think Stell's going to Wolves away. I think so. And then obviously all the other stuff. And then we crack on and then we get ready for Vienna. Maybe by then Anton might be back. I don't know. But it doesn't matter. We can hold the fort. We can hold the fort. Interesting. Sullivan's shares go down from 51 to 38. Indeed, Danny K is now the second. He's the second highest shareholder behind David Sullivan now at 31, and he had 38. He's got 27. David Gold's less than 20 now, isn't it? 22, something like that. Really interesting, actually, and really interesting reason because 2017 is a really random number, and it's all to do with if you have at least if you buy. And what I didn't understand was it was like. You had 30%. Once you buy at least 30%, you have to go for the fit and proper thing, the Premier League ratification thing. But why not 29, not 27? There must be a reasoning behind that. It's probably how it's all been divvied out. So, but also there's a percentage. It's the same with if us and Sparta Prague go into the Champions League, then we can't. He has to have a kind of a majority shareholding in either club to be, and he hasn't. So, interesting. My all-time favourite was the Jolly Boys outing, Mrs. Cresswell's. There we go, Mrs. Cresswell's place. You've just said it. Mrs. Cresswell's, Miss and Aaron, Mrs. Cresswell's. Of course, Mrs. Cresswell's place. Steve, without even realising, you've put one in. Stell has a lovely romantic like Robin Hood tuft of hair. He certainly does. Never forget Slater in the FA Cup tie versus Everton. Remember singing, "We all agree Slater is better than." We all agree Slater is singing. We all agree Slater is better than Gascoigne. Didn't quite happen, that unfortunately. There we go. No income tax, Alex Kroll. No income tax, Kroll. That one hurts. There was a lot of breaking news today. It was, yes. There was literally as soon as Anton stopped doing his "Thank you, I'm going to have a baby" stream, then all the news came out. So then Stell had to do another news story. Crazy. So we had that, and also we didn't even mention other stuff. And we've looks like we've appointed two new two new coaches as well. Not coaches, recruitment staff. David Moyes' son officially joined, and old Santos from Marseille, which could be interesting. Coletta Carr, would Coletta Carr come in January? Who knows? Who knows if the head of recruitment or one of the recruitment guys from Marseille is there now? We should know. Who will we do? Russ, does the investment mean that we are no longer British owned? No, we're still British owned, because if you added them all up, the British and non-British, you've got Trip and you've got what's name. You've got Trip at 8%, and you've got what's name 27%. We're still 60 odd percent British owned, aren't we? What percentage do you own? Just the 20, unfortunately. Was about to ask that. I like the exploding dolls Pepsi Shirley. My favorite episode, was that and the Quying episode. Love, big fan of Quying. 12 inches, keep it clean. Do you think we'll be busy in January? Well, I think, Fred, I think they're two different stories, really. I think the Krasinski coming on board, by the sounds of what they were saying, a lot of that money's going to go towards getting some of the debt off. Obviously, but firstly, he buys the shares, but obviously he's bought the shares, and the shareholders who have lost their share, they get that money. Makes sense. That's how it works. And then they'll take the rest of the money. I think a lot of money is going to go to paying off the debt, which is great, because the quicker we become a self-sufficient club, or as self-sufficient as possible, the better, in my opinion. And then there will be. It does mean that they can clear off some debt, and then it opens up more credit lines to maybe get some players in. I don't think there's going to be massive. I think there's a couple. I still think there will be a centre back coming in some description, in my opinion, just because Moisey likes having four centre backs, and he's got a Lesse, and I know he's got a lot of the Baptiste as well, but it's a lot to put on young shoulders, and he knows, and he doesn't necessarily bleed in players very, like from the youth team. Even like Ben Johnson's taken a while to establish himself, and it was only because of real injury. If anything, Alesse and Baptiste are probably, third and fourth choice now centre backs. No, fourth and fifth choice centre backs. And so, even there's possibly putting Declan Rice back into centre back if everyone lost all their legs or whatever. So I still think there's a place there for a senior centre back. Whether it is someone like Coletta Carr would be a great shout. He's only 24, 25. That's the type of people I think we'd end up getting. John Plonker, very good, Luke. John Plonker, love it. Heard that Sexy lost the job over the. Did she? I don't know. I know. Obviously, last time the money on a minimi. Did we not learn? The secretary and the assistant both resigned. I don't think they lost their job, both resigned. So we'll see. My favourite was Tifa 3 with Del Boy going hang gliding and Rodney getting his revenge. Get high up as you can. Might get a suntan. On the buses, Stan, Pete Butler, very good. Alessandro Del Monte. Okay, we'll put that in. Del Monte. Very good. The Chandelier is my favourite episode. Do people think Stevie J will do a good job at Villa? I think they will. I think he will. Do a good job. And it's also the backroom staff. Do you know what's really interesting? The last few appointments, you've got to look at it. Obviously, you had Eddie Howe. Apart from Tottenham bucks the trend. But Eddie Howe at Newcastle, Steven Gerrard at Villa. They're bringing in British managers, and they're bringing a really good backroom staff. Now, which Premier League side is like third in the league, joint second on points, who has a really good British manager and a really good backroom staff? Hashtag just saying. They're trying to replicate the West Ham blueprint. That's the way I see it. In terms of Eddie Howe and Steven Gerrard. Steve Gerrard's a great appointment. They could have gone and got, a big foreign name manager, but straight away Stuart, looks like Gerrard's bringing in Gary McAllister, who's a really well-respected backroom staff member, and he'll bring a good team around him, guaranteed. So Eddie Howe, he will. April's Nauseous reminds me of Christmas time. The Christmas decks are going up next week. They will get. I usually do it Remembrance Sunday, but I'm giving it a week because I need to go shopping for this Lapland trip because I've got nothing. Brace yourself, Rodney. Love the Batman episode. No, Stevie G still needs more time managing. Isn't Premier League quality. I think it's a right move for Gerrard. And I think it's the right move for him. I think I think he'll do a good job there. I really do. To be honest, what's he got to do for a successful season for Villa? He's not like getting to the Champions League or you win a cup. It's to stay up and probably finish top 10. That ain't a bad job to get. And it's even the next few seasons, that's their role. Unless they invest hundreds of millions of pounds. I know they bought 3 players in, but they did sell their talisman for £100 million. So I think as soon as Grealish went, Dean Smith was out. That's what I reckon. Could you do a Leicester West Ham? Moyes knows the Premier 11 years at Everton. Let's one game at a time, Paul. One game at a time. Come May, ask me that question. How about the Only Naughty's seance when Elsie Partridge says a figure has appeared, hands for the goal, and says, "Do you know it isn't?" Yeah, it sounds like Jimmy Savile indeed. Some of it doesn't age well, does it? Doesn't age well. Who dares Wyndham's? Oh, into Burns. Yeah, okay. He who dares Winterburns. Very good. Luke is on fire. Ball played good football under the hour. I thought it was enough. And he's honest, and in the Premier League, to have sustainability, you've either got to have a hell of a lot of money. Like I mean, even look at Man City. So yes, they spent a lot of money, but it wasn't really until Guardiola came in, the right manager, that they then became a force to be reckoned with. Same as Klopp at Liverpool. I mean, they haven't had bundles of money, but the right manager has done the job for them. I mean, Chelsea could see is something a bit different. Tuchel coming in, but again, they weren't really clicking until the right manager. It's all about the right manager. I think Eddie Howe could have the same legacy as maybe someone like Bobby Robson and Sir Bobby, or that sort of British manager, because I think you need to understand the fan base, you need to understand the players, you need to understand the Premier League. That's why I think Spurs getting Conte, I just think it's another Mourinho. How long are they gonna last? 3 years, and they're right off again. Same as Gerrard at Villa. I mean, Gerrard at Villa, if he gives given the keys to Villa, he could be their manager for the next 7 or 8 years, until the Liverpool job comes up and he goes. That's it. Stuart Slater, skipper. It can be as early as it wants. Early as it wants. As I said, I'm delaying it a week this year. That's the date I put my. I'll do you. Because usually it's because last year, was it 2 years ago that Passover and Christmas were actually the same, or both the same day. Anyway, it's nearly done now, but thanks. There we go. How is a mistake? Newcastle reminds me of Mark Hughes at City. Okay, Steve's off. All the best, Steve. Good luck to you. What's everyone got for lunch today? That's the question I want to know. I have no idea what I've got for lunch today. I ain't even looked. I haven't even looked. Steve's off. He's thumbs up and then swearing. I think that's the wrong emoji. I think he's put the wrong emoji on. But anyway, how long have we still got Moyes for? Well, he signed the new contract in the summer. Was that a 3-year deal in the summer? But you'd think, it is Passover can never be the same time. It's basically like saying Easter. No. Yeah, but it wasn't. Yeah, but no, it wasn't. Okay, it was Passover. Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. I know, but it was the same, because usually because it's Christmas and Moss, they don't tend to. It's in the same month, but it never tends to be. And they both fell on the same weeks. I remember because I was working at a Jewish company, and everyone was off. But anyway, told you. Wrong emoji. Yeah, because it was because I remember it was Hanukkah and I'm Passover. Totally different. What I'm thinking of Hanukkah. It was Hanukkah and Christmas was the same time. Literally, it was the same week. But I mean, Hanukkah, you get 8 days. 8 days worth of presents. Brilliant. Off to get lunch after the show. Very good. Pot noodle on toast and a Vimto. Fair enough. During the war, Skipper. Very good. During the war. Chicken and bacon Caesar wrap times 3. Oh, big boy. Big bag of cheese and onion kettle chip, and an iced caramel cappuccino. Asda meal leftover. Meal deal. Leftover Chinese from last night. I'm stuffed again. Still got more. Oh, but Chinese is if you had to rank next like leftovers in the fridge, takeaways. Chinese is the best. It is the best. I don't know what it is about it. Then I'd say maybe then pizza, then curry. That's what I reckon. Turn Liverpool to Stoke. GP, what a dull team they were. Indeed. Is the Boxing Day match still at home? At the moment. But isn't but then Boxing Day is a bit weird this year, isn't it? Because of the way Christmas falls. It's all a bit strange this year. I think like the actual Boxing Day off is the Tuesday, isn't it? And like the Saturday, Sunday are weekends, so you get in essence 2 extra days off. You get the Monday and Tuesday off work, or something like that. Pizza Hut just got 6 pizzas delivered, 2 for me and 1 each for the carpenters. You got 2 pizzas. So where's the other 3 pizzas gone? Oh, 1 each for the carpenters. You got 3. So you got 4 carpenters and 2 pizzas. Hopefully, are they small pizzas, medium pizzas? You can't just leave this. You leave this hanging, Jordan. Cold pizza at breakfast. As I said, I used to work at Pizza Hut for like many years when I was at uni and at school and stuff, and when I graduated. And there's nothing, because I was like a manager, I never managed to eat pizza hot. You put a pizza through, and then someone would want a discount, or someone would want their meal deal put in. And so I was always having cold pizza. So I can't eat hot pizza. I have to leave it to get cold or to get lukewarm. Or hit the like button if you want. Don't have to. You don't have to. As I said, subscribe if you want to subscribe. It's free. Don't cost you nothing. So feel free to do that. It'd be great. I need to change the icon on that because we're at 9,300 or something like that now. But as I said, still got to pay for it to do it again. Well, I might just get it done without the subscriber button. That might be better. At the numbers. And just comment, subscribe, like, all that type of stuff. It all helps. It all helps us get in front of more eyes so we can get up to that 10,000 and prove still wrong. That's what we want to do. We want to prove still. #prove still wrong. Red Nag's head, very good, Luke. Can't beat it. Had it for dinner as well, very good. Just had a white Toblerone for lunch. Oh, la-di-da, check you out. Posh. Been anywhere recently? That's the only reason you get Toblerone in it and duty free in Christmas. Jordan, I love Toblerone. Don't get enough of it, but it's not a go-to. It's not a go-to choice, is it? Do you know what I mean? It's sort of like I wouldn't go into Co-op and buy a Toblerone. You got to commit to a Toblerone, don't you? Because you don't buy a little bar, you buy a. Maybe 1 pizza for the cat, maybe, or the dog. £5 for a medium pizza at Pizza Hut seems good to me. Stuffed crust, love a stuffed crust. Jack Drew said to the bishop, cold pizza is 8. It is 8. For me, it's, as I said, I can't eat hot pizza. Just can't eat. Right, sorry, let me just do this at the same time. All depends on what type of curry rush. You don't want the ring of fire. Yeah, it'd be like a simple. What was I say? It's a simple. Yeah, it'd be like a chicken tikka masala, onion bhajis. Nothing too hot. Will do. Nothing too hot at all. White Toblerone. Wow, I hope the gap's not wider. Indeed. McCann and Toblerone, very good. It's not posh. Birthday chocolate left over, and that's all I can reach my bed. What you've sort of alluded to slightly there, Hannah, is you have Toblerone to hand in your bedroom. Just saying. We all know what Hammerette gets up to in her own bedroom now. Eating Toblerone, watching Netflix. Brilliant. Why are we proving Stell wrong? Stell is older than all of us and could have seen the 1980 FA Cup final, but didn't. Tyrone, like it or love it, or are there three sides to this? Very good, very good. You can buy the Tyrone pieces. Really? Really? It doesn't seem like the right thing to do to me, would it? Just to buy a individual piece of Toblerone, but hopefully it'll be substantial enough. Indeed, hope Happy Eric gets better from the flu she's caught off Declan Rice. He's not available for nursing. She doesn't need it. Doesn't need him. Doesn't need him. She's got what's name? She's got Toblerone. Doesn't need it. She doesn't need it. She's got Toblerone. Oh, brilliant. I was at 98. That's what makes me an old git. Yeah, I wasn't born, so I wasn't born, so I was but a blink in my father's eye. You could use Toblerone as a makeshift toast rack. You could do. Okay, each their own. I love doing this show. Literally, we took absolute bollocks for like an hour or 45 minutes or something. There we go. It's better. Thoughts on Benrahma, ace. Well done. Thoughts on Benrahma, he's very good. And obviously, hopefully, he'll be at, obviously, we've got the, where is it? He'll be at the, where's Benrahma? He's playing Djibouti and Burkina Faso this week, or this international break. So, yeah. And I think Benrahma is an absolute confidence player. And now he's got confidence. We've seen the play. We gave him a lot of time. That's why people talk about Vlasic. We gave Benrahma a lot of time to become, and now he's just becoming. But even that is quite sporadic. But hopefully now there are a lot more consistent performances for him. Clarence, who reported Masuaku up for sale, not surprising really. I think they've got cover in those positions. Whatever position he does play, I'm not too sure at the moment. All the chocolate little bits in the bag, might as well buy the original bar. Indeed. Celebrations or heroes. Celebrations. Yes, celebrations. Yeah, celebrations have got eclairs, haven't they? Celebrations. Yes, they're the Mars ones, so they've got eclairs in. Yeah, we're fine. Yeah, agreed. I'll give him £40, Harley. Oh, what, for Masuaku? What? And do what? Just give him what, to do the cleaning? Just do the cleaning, come around and wash up, put the plates away, that type of thing. Steve, roses for me. Nah. Best ones for me, chocolate for Christmas are toffee. I love a toffee. I love toffee. That's when I know when Christmas is coming, when Mrs. Budden buys, because I'm the only one who eats it, and there'll be a pack of toffee there ready to wait for me. Do you remember those chocolates called Mingles? Yeah, were they like what's the word? Like a tube thing? Were they like? Yeah, I'm googling it as we speak now. Images, Mingles. Oh no, they weren't. No, they was the bars. Love a matchmaker. Hi one, Wyan. Hello to you too, bro. Hello to you too. Holly, love them. Paul Scratchings. Pete, I love a Caramac. Have you tried the Cara Milk? Dairy Milk's one. Have you tried that? 40 quid's a bit steep. No, Helen, no, roses are boring now. I know Pete's talk's finished, but I just had a notification that West Ham have been kicked out of Papa John's. They have, to bring it all back. They have. So they were knocked out yesterday officially. Well, they were deducted points yesterday, which meant they were knocked out of they'd already qualified for the knockout stages of the EFL trophy. Which is the Papa John's trophy. It's not an under-21 trophy, as Stell said. It's the EFL trophy. So they have, obviously, it's for lower league clubs. And as of 2 years ago? Was it 2 or 3 years ago? Premier League clubs could put in an under 21 squad to bulk up the clubs and also give it a bit more prestige. And then Papa John signed the so it's not under 21 cup at all. Under 21 teams are invited to compete against, like lower league teams. So it's a good development thing. Alessi had picked up 2 yellow cards and should have been banned for the Gillingham game, I think it was. Should have missed the game, but he didn't. So there was an administrative error, and that was picked up on, and they were kicked out. They deducted the 3 points of the game, which meant they were bottom of the league or third in the league with their qualifying league and didn't qualify. Karamat, now you're talking, girl. I've been eating chocolate from last Christmas hamper, like eating fluffy dice, soft. What does the club give you for Christmas, Russ? Nothing. No. Pay him to the hoovering and find him stuck down blind alleys. Indeed, Masuaku would be hoovering in the corner and just couldn't get himself out of the corner. Do you like Raffaello's white? No, I don't like coconut. Anyone remember a golden cup? Maybe I should not put that in search engine. Golden cup. Okay, they look like milk chocolate from Macintoshes. I tell you, I used to like Spira. Is that supposed to read caravan? Indeed. Is Sparta Prague now development team? Curious who could go each way. I don't think anyone will be going that way, but I think I'd like to get Hloshag come in. No, but I can crawl out of my pit. I will search for a caramel. There we go. Try caramel. Apparently it's very good. I remember golden shower, and I got Paul. What are you on today? Easter egg, Kinder Egg chocolates. It is particularly the bars. Big fan of the bars. Could we get Hloshag? Hopefully, I'd like so. I'm letting everyone talk to each other. Anyone seen the series Temple? I missed it in the first round, starting series last night. Apparently, it's very good. That one was Mark Strong. Apparently, it's very, very good. They've got 3 series. Paul's on day release. That makes sense. And they're giving you a phone, which is even worrying. Very well. Golden Cup was Macintosh with a soft toffee centre. Yeah. I hope the team can play in Champions League next season. Rough, long journey. It is. Why young? It certainly is. It certainly is, my friend. But we'll see in it. We take every game as it comes. We should do. We're West Ham fans. We've lived through the good times and the bad. But it's true. So we have that inherently built into us, really, haven't we? More than anything. So it is one game at a time. One game at a time. And then we'll see. It's nice not having, it's a bit nice not, although I'm looking forward to the Wolves game. Nice having a little break, because then we've got Wolves. We've got no home games, obviously, the rest of the month. And then we've got 3 in 7 days. We've got the first, 8 days, is it? We've got the Wednesday, the Sunday, the Thursday. So then we've got 3 home games, bash. So yeah, it is. Cadbury's Snowflake was lush. I can taste the diabetes. That's on the sugar. That's a really sugary one, isn't it? Golden Cup. Now you're talking. What about Roundtree's Toffos? Remember those? Remember them? No, I don't. Roundtree Toffos. Roundtree Toffos sweets. Oh, yeah, I do. Don't go back, Paul. Enjoy your freedom day. Snowball's good too. Yeah, but that's it. I would prefer a golden cup of unbelievable. Don't go back, enjoy your freedom. And there was another chocolate called Bar 6. Yeah, it was Bar 6. Yeah, a bit like a Kit Kat. Do not Google snowballs. My education in sweets there, but indeed, Steve, that's what I mean. Yes, it's the West Ham network. Yes, we talk about football. Yes, we talk about West Ham, but we do have these random days where it just goes to pot, and I don't care. I really like it. I like the fact You know, because there's hundreds of channels. It's not hundreds, but there's dozens of channels out there, and they'll just sit there talking about West Ham all the time. But we're all normal people, aren't we? We've got Christmas coming up. We've got Hanukkah coming up. We've got, you know, we all enjoy sweets and chocolate and things like that. Pink Panther bars. Remember that? Pink Panther bar. Although like wafers, were they the wafers? They're just wafers, weren't they? I can't remember. We have a strong squad. Oh, see, Wyans bring his back. We can play the big six almost ever. We can, mate. Also in the 70s was another chocolate bar called Icebreaker. Icebreaker. Cadbury's Icebreaker. Little pieces of mint crunch in a blend of milk and plain chocolate. 6p. Oof. I found a really good Pinterest site. It's got Old Jamaican on there. No one's mentioned Old Jamaican every time we talk about it. Mint cracknell. I thought it was a rower. Aztec, rumba, dipped flake. Hello, that looks all right. Hazel, Applejack, Gold Mine. Love it. I found it's a really good Pinterest. I'm going to look at that. It's all good to talk about. It is, Steve, because we're different people. We know we've all got different, you know, yes, West Ham connects us, but we've all got lives outside of West Ham, haven't we? Star Bar was good. I love the camo in them. If Stell was in charge, we'd just be talking about Stell. This is my show. Pink chocolate. I love these. I saw these Japanese biscuits in the world food set called. I'm not going to Google that. I'm a good guy. Never been in a presentation for a scouse. That's rare. Andrew's been showing his age. Love, but chocolate is my second. Oh, okay. So love. So you like West Ham chocolate, but second is chocolate. So chocolate. We've done chocolate 11. West Ham chocolate 11. That was good. You're going for lunch. Good luck to your son. The White Lime Bar. That's a bit too sweet for me. How about the tobacco sweet you could chew and Superman sweet cigarettes? I know. Think about it. They were giving kids chocolate cigarettes. Crazy back in the now. Thinking about it, absolutely crazy. Nesquik. Good old Nesquik as well. When did the timeouts get this? I don't know. Anything white is good. There we go. Fair enough. Fair enough. Anyway, I'm going to skedaddle. As I said, if you're around tonight, 9 p.m, we've got Stuart Slater, live chat with Stu. They'll be talking about West Ham, about his career, this squad, and also the opportunity for you to ask questions to him. And obviously we're trying to get through as many as possible, probably off about 45 minutes now or so. Stuart's a lovely guy, and so probably the nicest bloke in football I've met. No, that's not slighting anyone else I've met, but he is lovely, really, really sweet guy, and I'm really looking forward for a good old chat with Stu. So make sure you check that out tonight. As I said, we'll be back tomorrow. Don't know what we'll talk about. Well, maybe we'll do a bit of a sum up of the players that have played in the internationals tonight, and then we'll have a good old chat about. We'll have a chat about. What should we talk about tomorrow? Well, it's Friday. It's takeaway day, isn't it? Friday. So let's have a chat about takeaways tomorrow. Why not? Anyway, if you're new around here, consider subscribing, becoming a member, all that type of thing. Subscription's free. Memberships is a way to support the channel if you'd like to. We have over 50 of us on the channel so far. I think it's 52 now. We've had a few new members recently, and as always, I like to thank him at the end of all my shows. But hopefully I'll see you guys tonight, 9 p.m. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Wash those hands. Get those jab appointments. Come on, you irons. And I'll see you again tonight. Cheers for joining me. Bye.
Once we let it change. It's like a family tree.